The experiences we have as children can directly affect every aspect of our adult life. Children who grow up in traumatizing environments are likely to still show signs of trauma as adults. Hi, welcome once again to my channel, Relationship Matters with Modupe Eka. Today we want to look at how childhood trauma affects us as adults and affects our relationship. We're going to be looking at subtle childhood trauma that has deeply ingrained and is affecting our relationship. In this channel, we talk about everything that concerns our relationship. We look at interpersonal and intrapersonal relationship. We look at personal development, because the most important relationship is indeed the relationship we have with ourselves. We talk about being the best version of ourselves. We look into every area of life that makes us be the best version of me. So today let's look at those childhood trauma that may be affecting your adult life and showing up in your relationship. Children make meaning out of events and experiences that happen to them. Out of these events and experiences they witness as children, they create an internal map of how the world operates. These meaning-making maps help them to cope as children. Children who have grown up in ugly and traumatizing experiences, if they do not recreate a new internal map, this internal map that they carry into their adulthood may damage their abilities to function as healthy adults. Two common mechanisms developed by children growing up in traumatizing environments are false self and victimhood mentality. A child who develops false self is a child that learns very early to suppress and hide their emotion. In an attempt to be loved by parents, that child suppresses emotion. In his head, it begins to be the child the parents would like or the caretaker would like. That child feels that I'm not good enough, so he begins to suppress who he really is and pretending to be the child that is acceptable to the caregiver or parents. Victimhood mentality, on the other hand, is the child that grows up and believes that, oh, everything is against me. That child feels like a victim, talks like a victim, and behaves like a victim. Children who grow up in healthy, happy homes where parents are emotionally responsive to their needs grow up with secure attachment style. On the other hand, children who grow up where parents are unresponsive to their needs and are neglected and rejected, they develop insecure, avoidant or dismissive avoidant type of attachment in their adulthood. Adults with this type of style avoid close relationship or keep partners at emotional distance. They keep people away and keep secrets. They shut down when you show emotions. Despite this behavior and seemingly disinterest in intimacy, insecure avoidant people strongly desire intimacy and they feel alone. Deep down them, deep within them, they crave to be emotionally connected. They want to be intimate, but because of their internal roadmap, it always acts as a stumbling block for them to get emotionally connected. Many times in the counseling room, I listen to maybe the wife or the husband that complains that I've tried my best, I want to be connected with him, but he pushes me away. And when you talk to whoever that person is, you talk to them in private, they confess to you that they don't know how to do it. It's always because of deep emotional trauma that has happened to them in their childhood. We need to sit back and talk with a counselor, talk with a therapist, so that we can overcome this type of stumbling blocks in our relationships. Children who experience persistent neglect develop fearful attachment and disorganized, disoriented attachment styles. When a person who is supposed to love you and care for you is a person that hurts you and disrespects you, it makes sense that you grow up to fear intimacy and being alone at the same time. You don't want to be intimately involved with somebody, at the same time you don't like to be alone. Adults who develop this emotional style, they have hard time in trusting people. They close up emotionally, and at the same time they are terrified of being rejected. Children whose caretaker fluctuates between responsive and being dismissive to their needs may grow up developing insecure, anxious, and preoccupied attachment style. Adults with this type of attachment style are often craving for deep intimacy to the point of being paranoid. They are clingy. They have low self-esteem and high level of emotional abnormality. Adults with unhealthy attachment styles find it difficult to respond appropriately or recognize their partner's emotional styles. For instance, a partner may come back from work after a distressful day. Maybe that partner comes home tired and just wants to go to bed. And he says, I don't want to talk to anybody, I'm tired, I just want to lie down. If the partner has unhealthy attachment style, he may just think that, oh, she doesn't love me again. She's not being nice to me. She's going to soon leave me. A whole lot of negative things will run through their mind, instead of that partner to be sympathetic with the partner's emotional need at that moment. Because of insecurity, she does not recognize that this is what is happening to the partner at this particular time. Instead, it's just about him. His insecurity is what will come out to bear, and he will feel that, oh, the relationship is getting worse. That is why we say people with insecure attachment type, they usually push their partners away because they don't know how to respond appropriately to other people's emotions. Children who develop victimhood mentality still speak, think, and talk as victim even in their adult life. They don't like to take responsibility. They blame everybody for everything that happens to them. This in turn frustrates their partner. Everything that happens to them, they think of themselves as victim. Victimhood mentality is a very serious childhood trauma that affects adults, because a child that thinks and behaves as a victim, years even after they've been removed from the traumatizing experience, still feel bound by whatever it is that made them become a victim to that particular incident. Children with victim mentality find it very difficult to function well in their relationship. From all that we have discussed, it is obvious that every experience that we have in our childhood affect us and follow us into our adult life. Next time, we will be looking at how to come out of this traumatizing experiences, how to take charge, how to overcome all this traumatizing experience. But until then, remember that these experiences were these people's reality. They've grown to believe that that is the way the world operates. So don't cast anybody away. Try to understand them, seek help, and your relationship will take a new turn. Until I come your way another time, continue to listen and watch out for your partner. See you another time. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you have learned one or two things, leave a comment for me. See you next time. Bye.